YouTube? Quinn Wade coming to y'all with that instant basketball analysis on the Analysis Playground. Of course, is with YouTube. We're going to talk about how my championship Celtics got up huge in the first quarter and slowly started falling down as the game went on to ultimately lose to the Cavaliers 123 to 116. The Cavaliers are 49-10. That's crazy. They almost to 50 wins already. They're 22-6 on the road. The Celtics go to 42-18, but they're 18-11 at home. And the Cavaliers actually tied the series up 2-2. So this will be an interesting Eastern Conference Finals if we get it, as both teams have shown that they can beat each other and they can compete with each other, and they got similar things that they can do towards each other. Obviously, no Kristaps Porzingis or Drew Holiday. Evan Mobley was a monster in the fourth quarter with the rebounds and defensively covering space, making things tough, knocked down a three also. Darius Garland didn't shoot the ball well, but he did knock down some big shots. And then Donovan Mitchell was their closer. And we knew these things coming into the game. It just they ended up having to go that route to be able to win the game because the Celtics started off 38-26 in the first quarter when they ended it. Then they ended up losing the second quarter 38-36. Then the third quarter 31-24. Then the fourth quarter 28-18. The Celtics did give themselves chances to be able to win this game, but they just couldn't lock down defensively, and they just couldn't make the same amount of shots as they did earlier in the game. And they just slowly beat themselves throughout this game like they usually do. Like, the only people that can beat the Celtics are themselves. Their shot selection, their rushing, or they're getting too in their head, and that's usually how we lose. And I think the Cavaliers stayed smart. They kept doing what they knew could work. They switched some things up and made some adjustments throughout the game, especially defensively. And guys just played more harder for the Cavaliers because they really wanted to win this game, even though they beat them before this year. Why not show them that we are just as good as you guys are? And DeAndre Hunter was huge off the bench with double figures, and he was the only guy with double figures off the bench. And I'll get to that later because Evan Mobley had played 29 minutes, and he finished 6 of 12 from the field and 2 of 5 from three, and he was able to go 3 or 4 from the free throw line. He just slows the game down and makes sure everybody is in the same positions that they should be or trying to get the ball. And it just makes the guy have so much space or so much opportunity to try to do something offensively. And that's what he tries to do, free up his guys so that way they can have some type of advantage when they do get the ball or when they have the ball because of his screen setting and just being able to space the floor out real good for Darius. And obviously Donovan Mitchell when they trying to go to the paint, and Donovan Mitchell hit a lot of floaters in this game because he couldn't get all the way to the rim and finish with a dunk or a layup. And you got to give him credit for making that adjustment, and it ended up hurting the Celtics real bad. But 17 and 12 and 5 of his rebounds were offensive for Evan Mobley. 3 assists, 1 block, 2 turnovers, 4 personal fouls, plus 2 and plus minus. I think the Celtics attacked Evan Mobley the right way. He did get in a little bit of foul trouble, but he didn't really have that lockdown defensive impact on the Celtics because the Celtics attacked it more on the perimeter. You can also give credit to Evan Mobley for being able to be one of those reasons, but he got caught in some trouble too throughout this game defensively. Jared Allen, he had shot 4 or 4 from the field, which is usually what he does. It's just being at that right spot, and you have to guard him. You have to pay attention to him because he will score easily. 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He didn't only have 4 rebounds, and 3 of them was offensive. He also had an assist and a steal, 1 turnover, 2 personal fouls. He was a minus 23 and plus minus with 10 points. Darius Garland was 2 of 7 from 3, 9 of 23 from the field. He did get 7 assists, 3 rebounds, 1 of them was offensive, 1 turnover, minus 17 and plus minus 20 points. And Donovan Mitchell was 13 of 26 from the field, 5 of 13 from 3, and he got to the free throw line 11 times and only missed 1 of them, so he finished 10 of 11. 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 2 turnovers, 1 personal foul, and 41 points, like I said before. And Max Strus didn't really do much in this game. He was 1 of 3 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3. He did get 4 rebounds, 1 was offensive, and 2 assists. But that was really about it because he had 2 personal fouls. He was a minus 19 and plus minus, and he only had 2 points. Dean Wade didn't do much either. He was 2 of 5 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3-point line. He did get 3 rebounds, 1 offensive rebound, 1 assist. and 2 personal fouls to go along with being a plus 12 and plus minus, but he only had 5 points. DeAndre Hunter was a huge part of them closing the game, in my personal opinion. He was 4 of 6 from the field, 3 of 3 from the 3-point line, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. He did have 5 rebounds and 1 assist and a block. And he also had 1 turnover, 1 personal foul, plus 21 and plus minus. That's a good game in 29 minutes because you're asking him to do a lot of things when he's on the court in the lineups that he's with. And I think he did what he was supposed to do. Isaac Okoro was 2 of 4 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3-point line. He had 3 rebounds, 1 block, 1 personal foul, plus 3 and plus minus 5 points. Ty Jerome was big in the first half. He didn't really do nothing in the second half. 21 minutes for him. He was 3 of 10 from the field, 2 of 3 from 3, 4 rebounds, 1 of them was offensive, 3 assists, 1 steal, plus 34 and plus minus 8 points. And Sam Merrill, 1 of 1 from the field, 3 rebounds, 2 was offensive, 1 steal, 1 personal foul, plus 22 and plus minus 3 points. The rest of the guys did not play. Coach's decision. 45 and 94, 47% from the field, 17 to 40, 42% from 3, 16 and 19, 84% from the free throw line. They did get 14 offensive rebounds and 44 total, 23 assists, 4 steals, 3 blocks, 7 turnovers, and 14 personal fouls. And Jason Tatum and these guys, they had the game in the palm of their hands. They knew that the Cavaliers was going to make a run. The Cavaliers made a run earlier in the game, and the Celtics was able to get back up by double figures. And then the Cavaliers made that next run, and they was able to get the lead and keep it. And it just hurts getting off to that type of start. You feeling yourself, the team's playing well. Y'all getting everything that y'all want offensively. And they did have a chance still to win this game, like I said, because the game was in striking distance in the fourth quarter, even with less than 3 minutes left. And the Celtics just couldn't make enough shots and enough plays to be able to beat this Cavaliers while they were able to. But Jason Tatum took 37 field goals. 19 to 37. He was only 4 of 12 from 3, 4 or 5 from the free throw line. He finished with 46 points, which led everybody tonight in the game when it comes to scoring. He also had 16 rebounds, 5 of them was offensive. He had 9 assists, 3 blocks, 3 turnovers, 3 personal fouls. He was a plus 5 and plus minus. I think they let him sit the bench too much. I know he's young, and I know you don't want him to get injured. I know you don't want to get hurt, but Jaylen Brown just needed a little bit more of a shot creator right near him, and it wasn't Peyton Pritchard tonight. Peyton Pritchard didn't have a great game or a bad game. It just he didn't do enough. And if it's going to be the Jason Tatum and the Jaylen Brown show, you kind of have to start that whole quarter with both of them being on the floor so the lead doesn't get out of hand, or they always have a shot to have a counter. And I think that having Jason Tatum get that rest was the problem. And you can say the same thing about Jaylen Brown. Like, he should have played more minutes too, because if Sam Howard's going to play 38 and Hal Horford going to play 38 and Derek White's going to play 41, you basically got to play Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown the whole game if you want to win this game, because the Cavaliers are just that potent offensively and they're just that great defensively that you don't really have too much margin for error to be able to beat them. And that's why the Celtics came short in a lot of situations. But Sam Hauser, he played 38 minutes. He was 2 of 8 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3. He did get 6 rebounds, 2 of them was offensive, 1 assist, 2 personal fouls, plus 18 and plus minus, but he only had 6 points. That was a problem. Al Horford also played 38 minutes. He was 2 of 4 from the field, 1 of 1 from 3. The problem was he only had 5 points, but he did get 7 rebounds, 1 was offensive, and 2 assists and 1 turnover, and he is a plus 4 and plus minus. And Derek White, 5 of 12 from the field, 4 of 10 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 16 points, 5 assists, 1 rebound, 3 steals, 1 turnover, 3 personal fouls, minus 2 and plus minus. And then Jaylen Brown, 13 of 24 from the field, 4 of 6 from 3, 7 to 10 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 4 of them was offensive, 2 assists, 3 turnovers, 4 personal fouls, and plus 10 and plus minus. And he hit some big, tough shots in that fourth quarter, and they kept going to him because he's just so strong and just so athletic that it's hard to stay in front of the guy. Plus, he can have good stopping and going because he has good body control and good handles, and he made some tough shots. And he missed a wide open layup that he should, a drive that he should have made, but he missed it. We didn't get some calls that we felt like we was going to get, because I'm a Celtics fan, that's why I said it that way. And their bench, I mean, I don't really know what you want from the starters. I mean, I know Sam Hauser and Al Horford could have played better, but the bench, I mean, Drew Peterson played 1 minute and he didn't do anything for that reason. Torrey Craig was available. He only played 3 minutes and he didn't do anything but be at -8 and plus minus. Luke Cornett played 19 minutes and he didn't even score a point or a free throw or nothing. He only had 5 rebounds and 2 of them was offensive, 1 steal, 2 blocks, 1 turnover, 4 personal fouls, and -26 and plus minus. He probably was the best player off the bench. But even Peyton Pritchard, he took 4 threes and made 2 of them, but he only had 1 assist and 1 steal. But he played 25 minutes. And he had also 2 turnovers and 2 personal fouls at -36 and plus minus. We had a lot of guys that we could have let play, but they didn't play. Coach's decision. It was only those 4 guys off the bench and the starters. And like I said, if Joe Mazzulla felt that way, you got to just play him the whole game. It sounds selfish. It sounds silly, but Cleveland is just that good. They can attack you from the paint. They can attack you from the three-point line. They got good free throw shooters. They got good ball handlers, and they got good decision makers. Like they're gonna continue to come at you all game. So you just should have just went all in with Tatum and Brown and just live with the result of your 2 best players being the best 2 players on the court, and just making sure that if Donovan Mitchell goes off, you X him out with Jason Tatum, and nobody else played as good as Jaylen Brown. But like I said, the problem with the Cavaliers is they play well as a team, and they played better as a team and they won the game. It's just that simple. Like the Celtics rely a little bit on hero ball. They rely a lot on isolations, and the Cavaliers just have better ball movement. They have better plays that they run. They get open more, and their guys just know where to be at on the court and how to get there, and always making sure you have to pay attention to everybody because they can hurt you that way. And I feel like the Celtics got a similar type of style, but you need Drew Holiday, you need Porzingis to get that fulfillment out of that, because you're losing rebounding, you're losing blocks, you're losing floor spacing, you're losing size, you're losing strength that you just can't get back if they're not on the court. Like that's why we call Porzingis a unicorn. He's a 1-of-1. You can't get a guy like that. And it's the guys like that are already on great teams for the most part. That's how big and how strong that is for your team. And Evan Mobley's one of those guys, and he was one of the biggest reasons why they won the 4th quarter and the 3rd quarter, if I'm going to be honest about it. But we didn't have that guy today, so other guys just going to have to sacrifice more, which is not getting rest, and just go out there and try to play your best games. And Joe Mazzulla probably was right, but if you want to win this game, you probably just got to go all in with your chips. 43 of 89, 48% from the field, 17 to 39, 43% from 3, 13 to 17, 76% from the free throw line. They also had 14 rebounds, but they got out-rebounded by 4 because of the defensives. 20 assists, 5 steals, 5 blocks, 11 turnovers, and 19 personal fouls. And there's nothing but to say, like, the Cavaliers stayed with it. They didn't get too down on themselves. They knew that it was going to be opportunities for them to be able to get back in this game, and they just had to play to their strengths, which is obvious. And it's easier said than done, but they ended up being steady, and that was enough to give them a slight window to be able to get back in the game and win it. And they had to play a picture perfect 4th quarter, just like the Celtics, near perfect basketball to be able to win this game. But you can say that about both teams. If the Celtics wanted to win, they were going to have to make more threes, and they was going to have to make a lot of them. And if they didn't do that, they was going to have to get to the paint and make their free throws. And if they don't, the Cavaliers are going to come down and try to do the same thing. Like, these teams are great teams. They know what they should be doing, what they should be trying to do out there each and every possession. And since they have that weapon of these guys can just make the impossible happen, like Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland, a little bit with Evan Mobley, you just got to play the same cards that's dealt, honestly. And it sounds silly, but that's how hard it is to beat these teams at their best. And the Celtics wasn't at their best, for example. Like I said, they was missing Drew Holiday and Porzingis and stuff like that. But that small little bit of opening was all the Cavs needed to have a hope to be able to win this game, and they took that and ran with it. Other than that, comment, like, subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell if you're new to the channel. I also do conversation videos just like this with variety different NBA topics, and I also do breakdowns with real footage of legends, current legends, rookies, and future stars. I also do draft coverage and also mock drafts too. So you love that type of content. I also have over 3,000 videos already on my channel that you can watch and enjoy and possibly become a fan or a subscriber of the channel. Not only that, I got my social medias on my channel if you want to message me or hit me up for whatever the reason is. Also have my email for that reason on my channel too. Other than that, y'all stay blessed. Y'all continue to appreciate the content. I'll continue to give y'all what y'all want to hear and what y'all want to see throughout the days that I continue to make content for this channel. Not only that, y'all have a blessed day. Hopefully y'all want to watch more analysis later today, because that's what I'm going to give y'all if y'all do. Other than that, I'm gone for now, and y'all stay blessed up.